Hi, my name is Gregory. Welcome to Casa Gregorio, located in the beautiful Roman countryside here in Italy. Casa Gregorio is located in Scioscia, Italy, which is a region just south of Rome, which used to be Rome up until 1927, when the municipality of Rome grew too large and the area got divided and became the province of Frosinone. This is farm country. This is where all the farmers brought their crops into Rome and fed the whole ancient Roman Empire. So that's the heritage of Scioscia, an area that was built upon farming, agriculture, great food, and of course, great wine. The inspiration of Casa Gregorio is easy. It came from being Italian and growing up in a big Italian family. I grew up with my mom and dad in my grandmother and grandfather's home. And in that home was my great-grandmother, my aunt and uncle, my great aunt who lived next door with her family, and we were just one big happy family, always together, always celebrating the holidays, and the most important thing, all around the table, eating, eating, and more eating. That's the way I grew up. My friends used to come over and say to me, "Why is your family always talking so loud? Why is your family always look like they're having a good time?" Because Italians like to talk with their hands and be expressive. Well, it wasn't until I came to Italy when I was 6 years old and realized that, oh, this is where it comes from, right here in this area, because everybody talks with their hand. They talk with their hands this way, that way, the other way, however many ways. Italy is a wonderful place, and I was inspired to do this project because my grandmother was so passionate about cooking, and me being the only grandchild in the household up until I was 6, I was alongside of her, cooking, stirring the sauce, making the bread, making the pasta. I just loved being in the kitchen. When I came to Italy when I was 6, I thought, wow, I love this place. And in 1975, 1976, I came with my parents and my brother, and we lived here for a long extended period of time, and I got a real sense of what it was like to be a true Italian. In 2006, on a family trip, I came to Italy, into this beautiful town of Castro di Volce, where my father has his heritage, and as we were coming back from the church function that we attended, we walked by this old house of nobility, which I didn't know it was at that time, until my aunt said, "Oh, this house is for sale." And as she said that, out came this gentleman, and of course he was the realtor. I walked into the household. I saw this beautiful 12,000 square foot palazzo that I absolutely fell in love with, and a month later I decided to make it mine. In the summer of 2006, I took the summer off, and my parents, my brother, my friends, extended family, everyone came to visit for those 3 months. It was a summer of eating and touring and drinking and tasting, and that's when I decided that this was something that I wanted to extend onto everyone so that everyone could come and experience this beautiful area south of Rome. And thus my Casa Gregorio story and renovations began. I started renovating this palazzo in 2006, and the renovations went through 2010 when we actually hosted the first culinary vacation in our Taste of the Roman Countryside holiday. Our Taste of the Roman Countryside is broken down into the different courses of a meal and begins with desserts, goes on to antipasti, goes on to our first courses, which would be pasta dishes, and then goes on to our seconde, which would be meat dishes, and it concludes with our pizza class. Our vacations grew with popularity through 2010, 11, and 12. And at that time, I decided that we outgrew one of our kitchens and we needed to extend and add a new kitchen to our property. In 2013, our culinary product expanded to our brand new kitchen, and we added a wood-burning pizza oven to give our guests a taste of the wonderful pizza that our region has come to love. In 2015, we added another program because we had many guests that kept on returning to our product, and we have a Taste of La Dolce Vita, which was for guests that are interested into something just a little bit different, and it's also for those guests that are coming back to visit us for a return trip. A Taste of La Dolce Vita covers a different program because on each of our cooking days, our guests get to cook a complete meal. Our Taste of La Dolce Vita is now in 2 of our new villas here in town, and they're called Villa Marcello. And Villa Macello has history that dates back to the 15th century with Pope Innocent III, having that being one of his properties. In 2016, by demand by many guests, Casa Gregorio introduced a taste and sample of the Roman countryside, which has kind of combined both of our programs into a 3-day mini course. So guests could come and visit us and have a flavoring of what this beautiful region has to offer. Casa Gregorio's goal is to have our guests participating in an authentic part of Italy, an area tucked away from tourism, where our local farmers show you their pride of their craft through their great food, their great wine, the great company, an area of Italy which I've come to love, dove si mangia e si mangia bene, where you eat and eat well. Come visit me here in Scioscia, Italy.